Hi guys and girls. Today at BlockTalks we have another exciting guest with us. He has been into this Web3 ecosystem from a long time, and he is helping different founders as well as government bodies with his in-depth knowledge about Web3. So let's meet Kamlesh and try to know what exactly and where exactly this Web3 market is going as of now. Hi Kamlesh.
Yeah, thank you, Ankush, for inviting to Block Talks and looking forward to interesting conversations on Web3 and blockchain.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Kamlesh, you we can not like we can say that you are the OG of this market. You have been into this like I would say crypto market, not Web3 because Web3 came in later stage. So uh,
Yeah,
if you want to compare the older Kamlesh with the current Kamlesh, what changes and what evolution you have seen, like what sort of maturity in terms of market and in terms of you, like what market has changed in you.
yeah. So so in last I think almost 8 years when I started, blockchain and Web3 and crypto. So 8 years before it was you need to educate, you need to talk, explain what is blockchain, what is crypto, what it could do, what is the use cases, right? And you need to do with the POCs. Even before POC, you need to go with lots of education and training and consulting. That was the era. I part of it. Since then, now you have enough stories, enough case studies in the market, in the stable coin. You could see CBDC, you could see the government project. So all is evolved, and the similar way I also evolved because when I was one of the corporate employee of IBM, and now I'm a co-founder of one blockchain company and also part of the various blockchain initiatives in India and global. So that changed my even my confidence, my personality, and my attitude around the ecosystem. And now I don't think see I'm just employee. I'm beyond that. I could create employment. I could people listen my voice and build something. So that has changed in last 8 years, and I think you're right. It's both, not just about me, but it's also about the ecosystem and the market how it's evolved in last 8 to 10 years.
So, you mentioned that you are a co-founder of a blockchain and you are consulting with government also. So, from a techie background, like from a creator in tech space, how this advisory part and like how it came to in the game, like.
Yeah. So I think everyone, if you see about any executive, everyone is just coming via the tech background or maybe a different background, but they all are doing some coding or some development. The same I was doing, writing some blockchain smart contract, writing some blockchain application in IBM, and then I was get open to the ecosystem. What called the communities or when we start a ecosystem, then you as a person can't just do the coding. You need to contribute back to the community and the society. And best way to do is contribute back to the community, contribute back to the startups or the government. Because when you just coding, you just working for one project. But when you doing advisory and mentors, then you are doing impact lots of things on different projects altogether at the same time. So that's where I started moving to the actually advisory and mentoring role. I think before advisory, it started the mentoring. So I'm currently mentor to the Apiri blockchain COE and mentor to the couple of academia and then couple of forums globally. Let's say Digital Euro Association kind of thing. So all is a mentorship thing is started, and then after mentorship, when your profile grows, people you would like to talk to you and involve in their commercial projects as well, and that's the advisory and consulting thing is started. But it all started from my blockchain and tech background, and now the same tech and the ecosystem knowledge they want to use in their respective projects. So this is how this all started.
So, this is the current scenario. What exactly you are doing? So let's go to the past, like where it all started, like how you get the introduction to blockchain, how you started coding, and then what was those two or three moments which gave you okay the aha moment for Kamlesh, like okay this is the path or this is the stream which I want to choose and go further.
Yeah. So when I was just doing a coding in IBM as a blockchain
And
developer,
this was the year?
so
Which year?
2016, 2016. So I was just blockchain developer working on one or two use cases, but technology is very very new. So whenever I updated my LinkedIn profile, okay, I'm working in blockchain. So I getting lots of inquiry, mentorship, and people want to involve in their projects. So this all started in 2017, 18. And then I asked by one company to become their CTO. So it's a very aha moment. Ki like you are just blockchain developer in one IBM company, and now someone want to make you as a CTO and want to give equity in the company. And another aha moment when I was just beyond working for one company, I started contributing back to the community. Let's say I started Hyperledger India chapter contributions, become an active member and active collaboration with the Hyperledger India chapter, and then I become a Hyperledger India chapter lead in 2 years. That was the aha moment, and this Hyperledger India gave me lots of exposure to the Hyperledger. Even I have become one time as a technical steering committee member of Hyperledger Global. So lots of things I have done in this period in 3 to 4 years, especially coming from corporate job, become CTO, and then become lead for Hyperledger India and become the technical steering committee member of Hyperledger Foundation. So this all changed my life actually, not just about career but the completely life, because earlier like hardly people inviting, even not even inviting, not even including me in the their different events, and now I am part of the every event in India and global. So so even just now one of my friend came to my home and say, oh, you have lots of different mementos. So how you getting? So there is a change in last 4 to 5 years in my life.
Got it, got it. So, like, as per this, like the discussion which we are having, I can clearly see you have lots of knowledge or advice to give to two types of person. Like, one,
Yeah.
the developer who is at initial level, who is just starting, like, who is in like 2016 of his life in blockchain, as you were there, like around 7 to 8 years back, and to the CTOs or the core technical persons of current blockchain ecosystem teams or forums or different. So, what sort of three advice you will give to a new developer or a new blockchain developer, or three advice to current existing founders who are doing really building something?
Yeah, so first let's come for the founders, then I will talk about the developers, right? So first of all, I think everyone founders, which am I learning from my previous startup. So actually, everyone want to see their product is their everything, right? They whether is a right or wrong, or whether it's applicable, whether it's a feasible or not. So as a founder, you need to understand and see the realistic use case and realistic product. Don't just fall in love with your product and idea. You need to first I understand the market and understand the idea validation. This is one. Second, I think every founder and CTO and everyone should know the sales, because sales is very important part. Because building product, you whatever you build, but you're not able to sell it, then it's very difficult for the anyone. Third, I think uh, collaboration, because lots of people and founders always work in silos and always working in their own. They don't want to collaborate. They don't want to work with others. They said like maybe their idea can get copied, or they could have another competitor. But technically, when you working, because market is so huge, not just for blockchain, for any industry, one person or one in company can't take the whole market, right? So when you work collaboration, then you also learn from each other, and also get help to each other to work on some projects. So I think uh, idea validation, then learning sales, and collaboration is three things must to be need to be done by one CTO and founder. About the developers, so I think developers just not only write the code, they also think uh, the research behind it. I mean, let's say when you're writing codes, you just don't write to get a result. Ki something is going to solve. You need to understand algorithm behind it. You need to also understand uh, what what is the better way to do the same coding. because that is a basic programming skill. Programming is not just writing a language. You need to understand, apply your computer fundamentals and your programming fundamentals. This is one. Second, I think every developer should contribute to the open source, because open source is a new resume nowadays. So, whether you have resume or not, but if you have good track record on the open source contribution, then I think you are more valued person or valued developer compared to other developers. And third, I think I see like uh, as a developer, I think also you need to have collaboration or participate in the hackathons as much as possible. And collaboration plus participation, and also if you're building something when you open source, then do the community work as well. Because when you build something and not vocal about it, then is not worthy that much. So all those three things need to be done by developer as well.
Got it. So for the founders, don't blindly love your product, like don't blindly follow the idea which you have building. You should know about sales and the collaboration, the power of collaboration.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
correct.
Uh, like but for the initial level developers, there are multiple options to choose. Like, okay, which workshop should we attend, which hackathon, which or like any good some sort of communities or person to follow. Like, okay, if you just follow these 2 to 3%, like your 2 to 3 is sorted. Because right now, like too many people are in a FOMO, like especially in the developer community, like due to AI, Replit, Cursor, and Lovable and everything. Uh, like new people are thinking, okay, my job is in some sort of danger or something. Because so coming from an expert point of view, what's your take on this?
So I think this is, I think everyone, not just the question here, but I think everywhere, like people want afraid about the AI taking their jobs. But technically, I think it is not going to happen. Maybe it is going to give more power to us as a developer, because you don't need to work the repetitive task, right, or repetitive code. You could do something interesting research or interesting work which even AI can't think about it. It's, because let's say fundamental business or understanding the research which AI can't do. AI can just do what is trained to them, right? So as a developer, I think no need to afraid about job, but you can use AI and apply to your programming and your do the task, which is going to give more time to yourself and to do something better or relevant. So I don't think any AI
Yeah,
is taking
absolutely
some.
right. Because I also think that AI, if you use AI, it will empower your skill set, not to like it will not replace yourself. Yeah, it will replace the repetitive tasks, the basic stuff which people were doing. But ultimately, it will empower because you need someone to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. So, moving towards more in-depth technical, some sort of discussion. You have worked with enterprises. You are working with decentralized DeFi
Startups.
products also. So what sort of difference, or because you need to convey this to government also, okay, like because they have banks, CBDC and everything. And on the other hand, you have a product which is into completely decentralized. So how you act as a bridge for both of them, because you can't tell something else to government bodies. Okay, the blockchain is doing something. You like the use case for this could be different, or for DeFi products, it's different. So you need to act as a bridge, as an advisor. So how you maintain that
Okay, so you mean like use of technology for the government and use of technology for the DeFi? You mean?
use of decentralized technology, like explaining them, okay, because right now government is using banks and like all this, everything is centralized.
Okay, okay,
And on the other
got it, got
hand,
it.
blockchain is decentralized. So you need to, coming from both the
Mm,
backgrounds, you need to, like, you are acting as a bridge. You need to tell government also to, so
yeah.
that they can form the policies. And on the other hand, you need to like for passionate founders also. So how you maintain that, or what sort of strategy you use, okay, to explain them, okay, this is useful and this is not.
So I think I always talk from the technology fundamental perspective, like not always advocating technologies as a crypto and Bitcoin, right? Or it just could be used for the public chains. So I will start from fundamentals and then also bring what could technology do for the governments or for the businesses or the enterprises. Let's say because trust and transparency is a key critical point, and then the security, right? So all this, how the enterprises and government can adopt and solve their internal problems and internal business processes or e-governance perspective. And when we're talking to a startup or someone building the DeFi, then we talk about the nature of how the DeFi ecosystem, how the cryptocurrency, how the tokenization works. So I think it's very straightforward. But like, you're right, because if you're talking to some government representative, then how you make understand them what is wrong, what is not wrong, right? So it's all about to need education and training to them.
Yeah,
To talking about from fundamental
because
to
you
till.
have been speaker in like multiple events. So like if you are standing in a blockchain event and you know, okay, right now like 60% market is talking about memes. And when you go to some government event where there people are especially focused on blockchain use case or adoption, and someone comes to you, okay, what is meme and all. So how you tackle those? Because this is totally irrelevant,
Hmm.
but it is there. It is there in Web3. It is like it's having a good chunk of pie in that part. But how you will explain that meme stuff which is going on blockchain in Web3 ecosystem and
Hmm.
to the government bodies, and same like if someone in Web3 event asks you, okay, government is like you are advising them from 5 years, 6 years, and people are there with blockchain. Why they are not moving, or why we are not seeing any good adoption of blockchain in government bodies. So how you like manage this?
So I think best of things to give some examples how the other governments implemented in other states or other country. And same we can talk about the crypto. Let's say if government talking about the crypto, then you can come with the fraud or what is happening in the, let's say we can talk about the coin DCs, we can have the Vajirex and what the different fraud is happening and the what the different regulation coming by the different governments. I think you need to up to date knowledge about what is happening in crypto ecosystem in the in the blockchain space, and then you need to bridge or you need to talk about at the relevant time what is the right data to keep in front of the users or other people. So I think having that good knowledge about all the ecosystem is a I think the way to do it.
Got it. You have been like speaker and in multiple events, and you have seen India from 2016, 2015, the blockchain era for the Indian space. Do you really think like India could be the blockchain capital for East in like upcoming 2 to 3 years, or what sort of window do you think? Because we have developers, we have marketers, we have the population for adoption also. People are coming, but there are some issues from government like regularities, like regulations and all. But how do you see this India as a market for adoption, or how someone can utilize Indian youth or Indian power for blockchain, like in blockchain space?
Hmm. Okay.
Because Thailand
Okay.
is
So
Thailand,
hmm.
we know Indonesia, like the other countries which are like in Asia are using, like are more active in this space.
Hmm. Yeah, so I categorize this blockchain in two things. One is like where the crypto and all the ecosystem is there, and another is the technology side where the enterprises and governments are implementing. So in other side, India is doing really great. So you must be knowing about the DigiYatra is one of the blockchain implementation. CBDC, which is on the blockchain by RBI. Then SEBI are using blockchain for the NSDL using for blockchain for the bond. Then Ministry of IT running a national blockchain framework. So all is happening in the that side. We are only lacking side on the crypto and regulation side. There is one thing, but I don't think it is going to impact that adoption because mostly the people who are talking about the Web3 they always relate the adoption with the crypto adoption, but is not the reality. Let's think about the let's say CBDC is already part of the 20 banks and already millions of users are there. So even that number is more than the crypto number. Think about the DigiYatra using their blockchain-based system in almost 24 airport and 44 by end of the year. And think about there are millions of users. So it's always adoption only. So why only news need to relate with the crypto adoption?
But
So this regulation part is always we are we are behind. But I also think like this will also come to some conclusion in a couple of years when we seeing the how the US is coming in clarity.
yeah, but like as you explained, Digi like CBDC and these use cases, why someone from government or someone from advisory boards are not promoting these big initiatives which India has like working on? Because everyone knows about Polygon, everyone knows about the crypto part only. It is the retail intention, like they just want to focus on that because or government is still in a building phase, like what? Because no one like if we compare both the adoption, like you mentioned that we have in CBDCs we have these much number of users, but very few people knows about these sort of initiatives which where blockchain is being implemented by Indian government.
So I think maybe those very few people are the people who only want to see the crypto ecosystem. Because I'm not agree because we say like we're not advertising. You go to any take any uh, any air travel, right? You they are printing the backside Digi Yatra thing on the every airport. There was a Digi Yatra team, and even the aircraft crew member also announced about the Digi Yatra adoption, right? They're talking about it, but they're not talking about the
Yeah,
blockchain is this
that's
one.
that.
This is not required, right? Because technology should be solving something. No need to
Yeah.
talk about the technology, right?
Mm.
Let's say CBDC, right, is a hyperledger blockchain, but they're calling the DLT only, and even not talking what is hyperledger because they don't want to talk about the technology. They want to talk about how they are solving the business or
Mm, right,
some
right.
customer problems.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
And crypto side, I think other side people are not solving anything or solving something else and talking more. Let's say Polygon. So Polygon is not a using, right? Similar to Polygon, there are hundreds of chains or the sub chains available.
yeah, got it, got it. Yeah, because yeah, you mentioned right because that's the use case which government is showing, not the back end, the underlying technology. And here there is no use case, and people are yeah, absolutely right. So,
Correct.
this is all related to like professional journey of yours. Like, let's discuss how you maintain the personal and professional journey because you've been traveling, attending events, managing multiple roles. So, how a day in your life looks like how you start your day, how you keep like everything maintained and all.
Yeah, so I like regular. I start around 9 a.m. and but before that, I will just go for walk or and then even I because I always operate from home, not going to any office. So then I spend time in the breaks with my kids. I have two kids. One is just 5 year old, another is just 1.5 year old. So I spend time with them, and then evening another I go walk, and if I traveling somewhere, then always you're not working on that day because in maximum time you are go to travel, and every month I travel around 4 to 5 times. So technically, you 4 to 5 times you are technically on leave because when you travel, you're just going for the speak for maybe 30 minutes, but rest of the day you are not working or may just responding on phones. So technically, work-life balance is better, but the problem is like your mind is not free. You could be not working, but you could thinking about something, right? So, but I think now I started adopting something. Let's say there is no work on Sunday, whether whatever what is situation, and Saturday I spend time more on thinking about my improvements. Let's say I write some newsletter. I plan something what need to be done in the next week, or maybe going with kids somewhere else. Let's say last week I went to one golf playing golf,
Golf
right?
session.
So yeah, golf course, right? So this kind of thing I can plan, but I think is always compared to corporate job, startup job is very tough because you're doing lots of playing role.
Got it, got it. So like you are also trying to balance the both the side, professional and personal, like still like like finding those ways to like keep a balance because once you start traveling, it changes everything because Like, yeah, you are right. Like for 30-40 minute session, you need to go there.
Yeah.
So, other than this, we discussed about like government advisory tech and all. So, what exactly, like, if I ask Web3 for good, like, if Web3 is good or is for good, like, for what region, like especially for Indian, like, how Web3 or blockchain can be good for this ecosystem, like where if you think, okay, we can apply to schools, colleges, or hospital, or like politics, like in which sector, like if Kamlesh has that authority, funds, and everything which is required. So what would be the three things where Kamlesh will use Web3 and blockchain for good?
So I think healthcare, because e-governance is already lots of use cases being implemented and it's transforming slowly. But I think healthcare is really untouched area in India. So still our healthcare is not digitized. Let's say we have Ayushman Bharat kind of a scheme, but still whether this scheme is utilized properly, there is no proper records because people are misusing it. Another, the healthcare record and the fraud happening on the healthcare side. Let's say unnecessary spending on the regular checkups and reports. This could be shared between the hospital and between the users, and users would have control on the data. So this is a very good area to explore and work upon because the e-governance is already good and government is spending lots of money, but healthcare is not in the focus.
Got it. Any other two categories? Because
I
founders will
think
get the ideas, okay, from coming from you, like they will get the ideas, okay, if they want to build in something useful, something like tangible, which can really do impact.
so. I think second, I'll give focus on the decentralized AI. So lots of AI agents coming,
Hmm.
right? And like how we have a need identity of the human, same we need an identity for the AI agent as well. So there will be AI agent identity use cases very good, and there are a couple of projects running globally. There's a project called Nanda from MIT University. Similar thing, AI agent registry on blockchain to give the identity to the AI agents and what they're talking, their governance could be on blockchain. And I think third, I think this public sector fund utilization. So because and maybe I think let's say this what you call direct benefit
Okay,
transfer
okay.
or the subsidies,
Got it,
right?
got it.
All this is a very good scheme by government, run by government. But I think you must be know like they are saying in the previous government like only the if government is spending 1 rupee, then it's saying going to people only 30 paisa, for example.
Got it, got it.
So using blockchain and using this programmability, let's say tokenization of the money, and instead of just directly money, and I think this is already happening. So in India, government is utilizing CBDC for the direct benefit transfer schemes. So recently, if you research in Odisha, Pradhan Mantri started giving this kind of women subsidy on CBDC.
Okay, got it.
So and agriculture. So all this could be, I think, so subsidy. I think direct benefit transfer, then decentralized AI, and the
Healthcare.
healthcare. And I think fourth could be agriculture as well because agriculture also is because we say as we are agriculture driven economy, right? And agriculture is still not that much technology being used. So technology could be another good for the agriculture.
Got it, got it. Yeah, these are the fields in which if someone builds something amazing, that their option will be huge and the impact will be huge. Because India as a market, these
Yeah.
are the problems which are there from like 60, 70 years with us. Like no one is able to solve this.
Yeah.
We discussed about different topics and all. We missed a point which is very important in a person's life is failure. So, what sort of two or three failures you felt in your journey, and how you how you handled it or how you analyzed it? Okay, this was the mistake, and if I have done this thing or what, like once we do some sort of mistake, the analysis is important because so that we don't repeat it, or how you handle everything once the situation is not in your hand, and like how you react to that?
So I think the failure I could recall with one of my old startup where I was CTO. So where but that was not in my control. But we are a early mover in blockchain in 2016. But still we struggled out there to make a profitable company. And that could be missing if I was running that company, and even if I was running that one, then I would have a different approach. Because I said no, there are three things for the founders that I given via that experience only. Okay, let's say the founder need to learn what you're building, whether it's a worthy or not. Second, you know how to sell
Sales.
it, right? Selling is important. Then third is like collaboration. So these three things not done, and these are three things for the failure. If you adopt this one, I think you could solve it. So this is one my failure mistake I can think. I think that's it about the failure thing. I think.
Like you advise like officially on unofficially to many people. Like let's suppose you are advisor of a like a 10 million project, or like there are multiple like multi-million projects there in market. And like what sort of 2 to 3 like audit checks, or what sort of parameters do you check before getting onboarded to them? Because you might be getting too many invitations. Okay, come to us, be a advisor or what.
Hmm.
So as being a responsible person coming from this much experience, this was authority, what sort of quality check you do before getting on board to them?
Okay, you mean like onboarding to any
Yeah,
project,
like
right?
getting on their board as an advisor.
Okay,
What are
okay.
the 2 or 3 audit checks you do? Because there are like tons of thousands of projects on daily basis.
So I think one is like credibility of that particular organization and what they're doing, right? Second, the project is whether it's a project to make money or fraud the people, or is project to impact something significantly to the ecosystem. Let's say, for example, if government is building something, is obviously something to impact on the site. But let's say even layer one blockchain company building, I don't know how much they are thinking about the impact or job creation, right? They just want to make money and build a token and go run away. So that is more criteria about, and the third could be technology as well. So like how much maturity the team have about the technology, because lots of just they know like they can make money and they started something.
So in-depth technology kind of technology audit on the on that side, the impact and the scale, like at what level that impact will be. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my last question would be like will be like what right now in 2025 what Kamlesh is doing, what's in his plate?
Yeah, so I'm doing very interesting project this year. So where one project, I think multiple projects. So one project I'm doing with the Indian Army on blockchain for the fake complaint. I think complaint resolution system in the army, because lots of complaints resolution is not there on blockchain, and lots of information information hiding, information sharing is happening. That will me. And second, I'm working on one big scale e-governance projects, where we are building the India level. I think that need to be officially soon, but is the India level blockchain infrastructure, like how we have how the China have, how the European countries have the EBSI or China BSN. Similar kind of thing in India not have so far. So we I'm working on that one project to be announced.
So
And also, I am working on one CBDC research, because CBDC research is all about what is the adoption challenges and opportunities in CBDC in India.
cool. So you mentioned about the India level some blockchain technology which will act as like which is a parallelly to China and Europe. So what
Yeah,
if you can
correct.
discuss like what exactly it is and like, what impact it will bring?
So currently, like other countries like China and the European started the blockchain based on running their all the e-governance project under one blockchain layer. But in India, we don't have any such kind of. Now in India, every department every state is doing their own blockchain implementation. For example, Telangana doing separately, Tamil Nadu doing separately, Jharkhand doing separately, right? Rajasthan doing separately. So it's unnecessary wastage of money and wastage of fund. If you have one common blockchain network created for all, and use case can
Got
build on directly, then is a lots of cost saving and go to market easy.
yeah, yeah,
And even like also the interoperability between the different departments.
got it.
So this is one broad perspective.
Cool. Like just from this like answer, like I got one more question. Uh, can you rank the states as per their adoption and as per their policies, which are favorable to blockchain? Like we all know like Telangana is there, but other than that, like so that people from those like states can get to know, okay, these are the benefits or these are the policies or like which is related.
I think Telangana. I think yeah, Telangana is one. Second, I will say Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is doing very interesting work, but is not that much publicly. Even they are the first state to have their own blockchain policy, like how in India blockchain policy. They have separate state policy. Tamil Nadu and other state, I think Rajasthan is also doing something interesting work out there.
Okay.
Maharashtra, but I think I will put Maharashtra or Rajasthan back. But I think Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh is also
Got it.
doing something good.
Cool, cool, cool. Thanks a lot for your time, Kamlesh. Like this was like really in-depth discussions because I was aware of like the crypto side of India, but not that much blockchain side of India, which you brought in the picture. And like hope to meet you in person during I like either ETH India or whenever you are traveling to Delhi. So we'll
Yeah, East India I will
yeah,
travel.
so then definitely we'll meet and discuss some more points. And just a last advice or something for both the communities like traders or crypto people or the blockchain people. So what sort of advice you will give? Because right now market
So I
is
think
like on top because everyone knows about the Bitcoin price and all. So what sort of like advice you will give?
so I think there are many opportunities in the market, and it's not like if you are starting late, you are left alone. I think there are interesting projects out there you could build, and if you need to compare with the India, US, and China, still we are the laggard in terms of the startup ecosystem. So instead of looking for a job and corporate salaries, start your own startup and build something and be a creation of the job creation instead of the just working for someone. And I think if you see the numbers, we have only 10,000 startups in, let's say in India, but in China we have millions of startups. So similar thing need to be do here, and so that's why there are lots of opportunities there because India we are around 1.4 billion people, right? I think 140
140.
crore people and 144 crore people. I think itself is a large database and user or customer base for you. No need to look beyond
Yeah,
India as
like
well.
we have everything at our home only. So we just need to focus on right direction because we have everything.
Yeah,
Cool. Once again, thanks a lot for your time and like for this discussion because this really matters coming from your side because you have worked on both the side. You have seen multiple ups and down of the market and everything. Like you know about the like Web3 ecosystem, Web3 startup ecosystem, and how blockchain with government works. So it matters, and love to meet you in person during ETH India. And yeah,
yeah,
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Kamlesh.
yeah. Thank you.